formerly known. You're formerly known. Come on, jump on. Formerly known. With your formerly known ass. Formerly known as the bandwagon. Formerly known as formerly known. Formerly known as the bandwagon.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to formerly known as the bandwagon. Super excited to be here. Definitely got my co-host here, Promisito.
Yeah.
You probably are like, where is Prag? Prag couldn't be here today, but guess what?
We fired him.
We didn't fire another one, okay?
We fired everybody.
Right.
Fired, Prag.
Don't listen to him, but we got to keep the show moving. Special guest in the building today. Super excited.
Special.
Yes.
Super special.
We have a special interview coming for you. We're going to dig all into his business, get to know him a little bit. It is the sheriff, King Malachi himself.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Exactly.
Yes. First of all, before we even move into the interview, do y'all see the fit?
Oh, man.
I mean, come on now.
I feel so insecure.
Don't be like
That man walked in. I said, oh.
Man,
You know how old ladies clutch their pearls?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love it.
I gotta get myself
Is
this
this
shit.
like a everyday thing, or is this you just put it on for us?
you know, pretty much every day.
Every day. I love it.
You woke up like
I
that.
stay in mode.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
I take it
love
serious.
There
Yes,
you go.
indeed.
As you have to. Your brand, your name, that's a brand.
Yes.
So I get it. The way you present yourself, that's how people going to take you. So definitely understand it. Well, let's waste no more time. Let's just jump right on in, get to know you a little bit more. So music. I mean, you have done so much. You have a lot currently going on, a lot that is going to be going on. Let's just take it all the way back. What made you get into music? How did you know, okay, this is what I want to do?
Well, my mom made me sing in church first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was a forced thing, you know. But what made me want to do it is in the 9th grade, me and 2 other guys, we performed at this thing called the Miss Expo pageant in school.
Oh,
And so, you know, it wasn't like we was the greatest singers in the world.
Mhm.
But, you know, we were, you know, me and one of the other guys were really popular in school. And so, you know, it was like all the prettiest girls in school was at the Miss Expo pageant or whatever. And so we was doing an old throwback from back in my mom and her time called Always and Forever.
Oh, yeah.
And so we did it in 3-part harmony, like, eh. And so all we did was just that part, and the girls was going
Crazy. Not that was throwing the draws on.
You know what I'm saying? And so I had an epiphany in my mind. Right there, I said to myself, I'm going to be doing this the rest of my life. At that moment right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Period. And I've been doing it ever since. Never had a year off.
Really?
Never had a year off.
Just straight gas.
Period.
I love that.
Period.
I mean, what keeps you going though? Obviously it's a passion, but I'm sure you've run into some bumps. I'm sure you've, ran into some haters. Maybe you've questioned yourself over a couple of things. What has you still putting your foot on the gas and
Well, you know, I've been doing it a long time, so I've been through phases. In the beginning phase, it was wanting to be just a famous kid.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a kid, we want, we gonna walk in the mall and shut the mall down, and they got a helicopter or something out of that thing, you feel me? It was that kind of vibe, and then, once you having kids and stuff, then it's like, okay, I need this to take care of my family.
Right.
And so now it's really about legacy, definitely taking care of the family, put me in position to do other business ventures, real estate, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, that's where I'm at with it now. I have a point to prove still. I want to show that I'm one of the greatest to ever do it. So all of those elements push me.
Oh, man. I'm a real fan of yours, man. I think the first song I heard of yours, I was introduced to you, I heard Hustlin' Boy.
Yes, sir.
Bro, let me tell you a little story about Hustlin' Boy.
Yeah.
This was 2000, November. I remember like it was yesterday. November 2006.
Wow.
I had just got fired.
That's
from
20 years
Enterprise.
ago.
Yes.
Dang.
I had just got fired from my first job, Enterprise.
Wow.
Thanks, Enterprise. I was, you try to play hard, like, I'm gonna get on my grind. I ain't worried about that. But I was hurt, right? I'm riding to the crib. It's right before Thanksgiving. I'm listening to Hustling Boy.
How did you even get that record?
Man, my homeboy name. Matter of fact, this is the same guy that got me into hip hop, man. My homeboy Shabazz Bab. He went by Us Man. But he was a rapper too. He was down there. I think he went to South Carolina State. And he had a CD of yours.
That's crazy.
I heard Hustling Boy. I said, man, I don't know who this guy is. I gotta have that. Man, I was listening to that thing. Riding home, got fired, got choked up. I was almost in tears, bro.
That's crazy.
On the south side, where the hustlers play. Young and stacking G-Body every day. Man, I was hurt. I had to stop. My throat got tight, bro. It's getting tight. I was thinking about it.
That song came from a real place. Like, a lot of times, the best songs, the most powerful songs. I write a lot of songs, but all of them not like Hustling Boy.
How old were you when you did that?
I don't remember how old I was, but I know I wrote it around the era of 98, 99. That's like when I first got to Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
From New York. So that's when I first got to the A, and I was living on the west side, and I was going through a real thing. And it was just like, it wasn't even just about how I was living right then. It was just like the song. You know, because in one of the, in the bridge, I was like, school came in, the music came and changed me. Spread myself through melody, feel the real me inside of me. And so it was like, I got kicked out of school. I was 2 years in a row. And so I wasn't supposed to be on no school premises in South Carolina, right? But because of music, man, them folk had me coming doing talent shows. I'm walking through the school hall. So I was like, yeah, music really changed my life. It really saved me. And it took me to Africa, all kind of stuff, man.
Bro, I will say, you have a hell of a voice.
Man, I'm telling you, like nothing I had ever heard before.
Thank you.
I'm one of them people, that's how I knew I would be in music too, because I'm one of them people, if somebody can really sing that shit, it get kind of like goosebumps, like it get under my skin, man. And I just remember that day, losing that job, listening to that song, and I swear a month later, I got my gig at the radio station.
Come on, man.
A month later.
That's crazy.
Man, I'm telling you.
Wow.
So, that's like a milestone in my memory. Like, so you
that
hold
sticks
that.
there.
Yeah,
much respect.
Man,
I'm glad to be a part of your journey,
bro.
man.
I'm telling you.
That song did a lot, man. Like, it's people who was like, man, I want you to sing that song at my funeral and sang it at their funeral. And sang it at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that song means so much to so many people,
bro.
Man.
That's one of the ones, bro.
And like I said, that song came straight out of the trenches. And I was, financially and everything, like in a real low place. My group had just broke up. I was back hustling again, trying to build myself back up. And it's like, that spawned that record. Yeah, for sure.
How have you evolved as a person and music-wise since that record?
Because, I got more spiritual, because at that time too, I met a teacher named Malachi. So that's when I got into studying the Hebrew Israelites from the Bible, et cetera, et cetera. So I got more depth about myself and more consciousness about myself. And then getting married at that time, I'm not married anymore, but then, being responsible for a wife and kids and, she was a stay-at-home mom. And it's like, it just really took my hustle to another place. Like, it took my showmanship, it took my stage show to another place. Because at that time, like you said, you had a CD. That's when I was making my living, selling CDs, doing shows and all of that. So, and merch, I had my merch game going.
I had Carolina Hustle.
I had the Carolina Hustle merch. You know what time it is. You feel me? Yes, sir. So, I couldn't afford, like most people at that time was less like, my peers at the time, they had jobs. And so, they weren't necessarily tripping. So like they might give it their all, they might not give it their all because they know they still gonna get paid from their job. I had a wife at home and kids. I couldn't afford. I'm talking about I'm going for blood. You me? I'm going for blood on stage. You me? Period. Because I knew if I did my thing on stage, I was gonna sell out of CDs. And so at that time, I was making a nice lick because I would pay like $50 for 100 CDs. and make $950.
Yeah.
And that was good money.
Let me ask you this though, because you talk about CDs. You know, fast forward 2026, we don't have them no more.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have still been in that space to be able to do that then, where music is now, where it's digital and all of that? Do you think that kind of saved you?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I missed that part of the revenue stream.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's like the streaming money is like nothing in comparison.
Yeah.
You got to think about like how long it's gonna take me to make $1,000 streaming.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'll be waiting 2-3 months.
Right.
The check be looking weak. You know what I mean? Because they give you cents. But cents of a cent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to get 1 billion streams for $2, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
when I could go out and sell a CD for $10 a watt
That's right.
every night.
That's
So
right.
it's like even when I had promo shows, it was never promo because I was always making money. So it's like every show, my promo show was a paid show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope though. I mean, it's just interesting to see where we were then to where we are now. And I just think a lot of people, it would have looked totally different for them.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you did have that access.
Yeah, so nowadays it's like the music is more like a free commercial and a lost leader to sell you another product.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's crazy because it's like now you paying, if you don't have your own studio, you're paying studio time, you're paying for the track. If you can't write your own song, you got to pay somebody to write the record. Then you got to promote the record. It's way more paying to perform and all this stuff. Right. So it's just like you really give so much of yourself for a small return.
Right.
So it's like, you have to be way, way, way more strategic making music. Like I'm very, all praise to the Most High. I don't like to brag on myself. I'm very gifted at pretty much whatever genre I want to do. I master whatever genre I go to. So it don't matter, Afrobeats, whatever, it don't matter, right? And so the thing is, I realized like, I'm just like focusing my energy and compartmentalizing my energy. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm in this zone and I'm gonna make this zone pay. Right. Like, I don't just make music, even though I'm super passionate. You ain't gonna meet too many people more passionate, zealous about the art as me, but I know, especially at this stage in my life, that it gotta pay. So it's like to make it pay. It's one thing to do music. Yeah. It's another thing to make it pay.
Right.
So to make it pay, you have to say, okay, I look at it like a fisherman. What fish am I fishing for? Right. All right. So now to catch this fish, I have to know the psychology of what it wants to eat. The time of day it like to eat. Okay, it's not biting crickets right now. Right. It's on worms. It ain't on regular worms. It's on fake worms. Yeah. I gotta take my cork and put it this deep. So when you know the people that just the audience, you can go and get them. So it's like now that I'm doing more like Southern Soul trail ride, and a lot of it is centered on, especially the trail ride aspect, the line dance aspect of it. The dance is like the dominant energy. Yep. So it's really like the dance, then the DJ. Then, you make it do what it do. So it's like, it's all about going to get the dances. You need a dope dance. Like every one of the songs got their own dance. I'm like, how y'all made a dance to every song?
Bro,
like how y'all did that is like beyond me, but that's a part of the marketing. Yeah. So, you get on your TikTok game, you get on your social media game, say you boost the ads, you get them dances going and you go and target them dances and the dancers make it lit. And once they make it lit, the DJs don't mind playing the song.
Right,
because
exactly.
they want what's popular. They want something that people not going to leave the floor.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that, man. It made me think of two things I want to know. First of all, so I'm glad you said you can pretty much do any genre because I've heard you do any genre. You was one of the first people I heard. I know everybody rave about Drake now. I told you this before too. You were one of the first like hybrid musicians I saw when you could rhyme your ass off, but then you could sing your ass off too. It wasn't like a letdown on either side. Like if you rap, it's gonna be fire. If you sing, it's gonna be fire. So have you had a favorite genre yet?
No, I don't, man. I love the fun of being able to express myself at any given moment, how I choose to express it. Like, because like what made me popular, especially starting in Atlanta, is like I was one of those rare artists that, okay, this venue, they only want singing.
Yeah, you can do that.
This venue, they only want trap music.
Yep.
Right.
This venue over here, they don't want no music or nothing. You got to go a cappella.
Yeah. Makes you marketable.
Yeah, so I was, what got me popular, like, and I rose to the top of the city in the underground is because I was the artist that was in every aspect of the scene. So all the top musicians knew me, all the top comedians, all the top rappers, everybody.
I was already a fan by the time I knew you were dealing with Dungeon Family.
Yes, sir.
And once I saw them stamp you, I was like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew what I was seeing and hearing. And once I saw you doing stuff with them, I was like, yeah, you don't get no higher than that, really.
Yeah.
Not in the South, not really.
That's music royalty, especially in the A.
Yes, sir. Grimy World.
Yes, sir.
That was one of the first.
Yes, sir.
Man.
You know what's crazy is the projects that Grimy World was shot in, it's not even there no more.
Oh, really?
So it's like that footage is super classic now.
Yeah.
Because those buildings don't even exist no
That's
more.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had a lot of Dungeon Family members in that video.
Yeah, you did, man. You did.
Talk about some of those memories. You know, we don't get to see behind the scenes and things that you've experienced during that time. Like, just talk about some fun memories or some things that you learned along the way during that time.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it was just dope. Like to be with Future. Me and Future was together on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And his name was Meathead at the time. Yeah. So it was a time where me and Future, we did every major city in Florida. Just me and him in the hotel room. My man Hurricane from Big Cat Records. That's where Gucci Mane got his started at.
Right.
His started. So the head of that promotional team, Hurricane, he worked for the guy who had me and Future on a label called 848. He just recently passed away. His name was Charles Willis. We called him C-Dub, right? Yeah. And so he was just the money man behind me and Future at that time. And we was in Daytona, Miami, Tallahassee. We met T-Pain together. At TJ DJs in Tallahassee at Club Moon. Like T-Pain was just coming out. And matter of fact, T-Pain inspired Future with the auto-tune at that time when Future,
now that makes sense.
You feel me?
That makes sense.
That's interesting.
That was dope. It was dope being in the studio with Rico Wade, like on a daily basis. And he discovered Outkast, Andre 3000, etc., CeeLo Green, all of them, you know. So it was just like, I'm talking about like, it's so crazy how I went to do a show at the Ritz, right? And on the south side, the original Ritz on Old National Highway. And it was a Monday night. And I was like, I went to perform at the Ritz. I was like, I'm going in the Ritz. I went downtown to this spot called Dugan's. And the Django's is where I was at on P Street, right by the Fox Theater. And so I went in there, performed, and then I went cross town to the south side and performed at the Ritz. And it was a Monday night competition. I told myself, I was like, I'm going to win the competition, and then I'm going to go and sit in the Waffle House at this time, and I'm going to wait for the MARTA bus and all that to start back running, and then I'm going home to my family, right? Well, I never made it home to my family. That was October 5th, 05, right? That was 05. And so that was a Monday night in 05. And I was so what happened was Rico OG Charles Willis. This is a funny thing. I'm going to jump back to this part. Like Rico was like the first producer. Him and Jazzy Faye and the dude named J Mac was like the first producers me and my group when we first got to Atlanta was working with, right? And so after me and my group broke up, I would go by Rico Wade house and drop off my mixtapes. And he would be like real cocky, like, you know what I'm saying? Like arms folded, like, I'm Mr. Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, little nigga, like, you feel me? You feel me? And so what happened was I would just drop him off and he'd just be like, you know, boom, 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 kept it short, whatever. Yeah. So check. So Charles Willis is his OG. So I went at the Ritz and Charles see me, he talked with a stutter, right? He's like, I'm going to take it to Rico Wade. I'm taking the Rico Wade, right? Yeah. So check, this how I won. It's so crazy because I was doing Living in the A, right? So I was singing, Living in the A. And it was so crazy that I'm on the floor performing and so many people came on stage with me to sing on the floor that I dipped out from around them and went back around the crowd and went in the audience and watched them perform my record.
That's
You feel me?
crazy.
And so Charles Willis was there. He was super impressed, right? He's like, damn, this dude got it lit in here. You feel what I'm saying? He like,
I can see that.
so he called Rico. It was like 3 a.m. Yeah. He's like, Rico, I didn't find him. I found him. I didn't find him. Get up. I didn't find him. We on the way. So check this out. And I learned a great lesson about cosign, right?
Yes.
This particular night. And so I kept my mouth shut. I didn't tell C-Dub that I knew Rico and that I worked with him before, that I've been going by the crib. I ain't say nothing.
Wow.
I just sat quiet and let him take me to Rico. Yeah. So like Rico had a studio in his mansion at the basement. And like in New York, you would have these steel gates that you pull down at nighttime to lock it up, lock the your store up, and then people would graffiti all over it. They had that over the studio, right? Yeah. So they done got up. This is Rico Wave, Mr. Cocky I Am Atlanta. Right. See, Dub got him up though. Right. Dub got him up 3-4 in the morning. That's OG, right? Yeah. So man, when Rico come downstairs, cause he stayed on the 3rd floor, right? He came downstairs and his song was me. He looked at me like, I know this little nigga. So check this out. Yo, Rico get all excited. He a whole nother dude from the dude I'm coming by to see with the mixtape, right? Yeah. So he like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I got his music. So he went to his door. So by the front door where I used to come to the studio, back in the CD era, he had the CD rack. And so he went and pulled out my CD, my Experience CD. And guess what song he was geeked on? Hustling Boy.
I told you, man. I told you that thing.
He's like, man, he got this song called Hustling Boy. Now check this out. The way he would be when I come over there, you would have never thought that he done been listening to the music, loving the music, the whole night. So yo, check this out, man. The man go to playing beats for me. So he played me this one beat off the rip that he was supposed to sell to Ludacris, right? And so this how I got in the dungeon, fam. I really kind of like just threw myself in the dungeon. So what happened was the beat came on, I'm listening to the beat, and I was like, it's the new generation dungeon family. Yeah. Rico Wayne, Malachi, what can them haters say? Please move out the way. And he came in, somebody style, somebody walk. And it was a rap. Yeah. He jumped on the record. He said what he said, and it was just over after that. Next thing you know, he took me to do a photo shoot that Charles Willis paid for, but Rico was there actually guiding me. No, hold your hands like this, stand like this, do that, right? Like, I'm probably the first solo artist in Dungeon Family history that I know that Rico was out on publications with by himself backing an artist.
You the only one I can think of.
You understand what I'm saying? Yes, so that was big. And this dude discovered Outkast and all of that. So I'm humbled by that. You know, coming from all
story.
I love to hear stories. I love to hear the stories.
I love
that is so dope.
All praise to the Most High.
And you do definitely seem humble.
All praise to the Most High.
Humbling is good because I'm telling you, it takes you far in life. It really does.
I'm going to tell you something. It takes time to actually get over yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it takes time to sit in that pot. Now check this, I got a story for you. So I done been through the cocky phase, right? So I'm in LA, right? We at Universal Studios. Right. And so we doing a video. I wrote a chorus for Naughty by Nature, this song called Holiday. The hook was like, we came here to party, join together, everybody, let's celebrate. It's a party going on. It's a party going on. And so everybody, their mama was in that video. Aaliyah, BBD, Outkast, everybody, their mama was in the video. So check this out, right? So here it is, you got the dressing trailers, right? Yeah. And so, I'm feeling myself a little bit because I wrote the hook, whatever. Right? And so another one of my members in the group, he was kind of cocky too, and his cousin, right? So, you know, we was on our little superstar, whatever we thought we was doing, right? And so Aaliyah needed our trailer to get dressed, right? So her manager came to ask us if she could use the trailer. And he's like, God damn, like,
Come on, bro.
Yo, man, listen, that's why I'm humble now, bro, because I done been through the phase, man. I'm talking, it's like, goddamn, like, you know what I'm saying? And she triple platinum.
Yeah.
She's triple. We talking about when people used to stand in line to buy the album. We ain't sold one record in our life. We ain't sold one record from Little Orangeburg, South Carolina, could barely tie a shoe correctly.
Oh,
it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the hell, like, goddamn, yeah,
I make my money just like she do, you know?
Yeah, and that's my only real memory with Aaliyah. It's crazy. I don't like it, but it was a super learning lesson.
Yeah,
for real. Like, that's not the person you want to be.
Right.
But it's okay to have.
Now the question I have, you said in the story about how you got in the Dungeon Family that the song that stood out to Rico was Hustling Boy. Mm-hmm. Do you think that song or any song you've made to date made the biggest impact on your life? Which one would you say? Would you say it was that?
Man, I got different.
You got
I got different records because I have songs like Jerusalem that it's different people or different genres. People like different parts of me. Right. And they tell me all the time, like, I see you doing your cowboy thing, but you know Jerusalem, my song. You know Jerusalem. That's me. Like, that's cool, but
that's good to have all those different facets though.
So that's a blessing. That's a blessing. So, you know, it's according to, you know what's crazy? People really like how they met you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't lie.
So if you met me when I was in my more spiritual phase and I'm on Jerusalem and all that, that's where you at. If you met me in my hustling boy phase, if you met me in my cutter rug and doing all of that, you're like, I hear all that right there. But man, I like when you was dancing on that trail ride thing because that's what they into. You feel me? So I'm just blessed to be able to have move people in different aspects of their life. So it's like, it's not a medium I haven't touched. So I've had somebody be like, man, I was playing your song, blowing my mind, but my daughter was born in the delivery room. See what I'm saying? So
what would you consider blowing my mind?
That's R&B. That's R&B soul. R&B soul.
See, that's why I say you kind of.
And I got a Southern soul version of it too.
So I got that one now.
Yes, sir.
All my old Malachi's on my old when I was just fanning out. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm a DJ and doing all that, I need anything you got. I need everything.
Gotcha.
Bro, you had so many songs that I love, man. It was only two. I'm gonna tell you this too, and this is me fanning out, T. So don't say that.
But
There's two people that I recognize as like top tier singing if they want to sing, and rhyming if they want to rhyme. Just for my taste. You and Devin the Dude.
Wow, Devin is a guy. He one of them guys.
He one of them ones. You one of them ones too. Like, I could go away not hear you for a year or two. And if I see you put something out, I say, I know it's at least 4 on there.
Thank you, Rob.
Every time. Every single time, bro.
Wow.
I'm not lying to you. And I'm just going through my memory now, just thinking of different songs. That's why when you said Blow, when I came in singing that one had been on my mind. As soon as he told me you were going to be here, I was like, that was my jam, bro.
So it's a blessing, man. You know, from churches to, Hebrew Israelite Knesses, that's like a church in the Hebrew Israelite way of life, to strip clubs, to, outside festivals, to, barbershop, singing in the barbershop. I mean, there's nowhere I haven't performed, man. Like, I've been doing it a long time, and it's like, I'm one of them artists that would drop down on the spot and give it to you right there live. I was here getting my hair cut in the shop, and I bust one right there in the shop here, today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, one thing I learned is that, see, now we live in a world where everybody's an artist. So it's like, you got to kind of give people a little bit where they like, so they like, no, you an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got. So when I'm doing that, that's like when the Chinese people in the food court at the mall giving you the toothpick. With the little piece of meat, and then you buy the whole entree.
You buy the whole thing.
That's me. That's my concept right there.
Yeah.
I'm giving you. That's my toothpick effect.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. As far as what you have going on now, what you just dropped, what may be dropping in the future, like talk about your latest project.
Right now, I'm working on a project called Trail Ride Certified, and so. Man, I have songs like that. The newest record, the two newest records I have right now is Big Stepper, produced by Gutter Keys. He's produced for Mary J. Blige, Jaheim, the list goes on and on, right? And then I have another record called Do It Like That, featuring Queen P from Orangeburg, South Carolina. We both from Orangeburg. So it's real dope.
SC, baby.
Yeah, it's real dope to have somebody from home on the record with me. And like I've done female collabos with people in my career, but this is the first one that came out and I'm actually really putting a push behind. We're putting a push behind. So yeah, this is real dope. So cut a rug, I want some more. It's like, man, that's where I'm at right now. I'm in that pocket. So y'all gonna hear from
I gotta catch
tonight.
up. I gotta catch up. I heard Big Stepper and Cut a Rug, so I know those are hot. I know those gonna go. I already know. Look, I'm already thinking about places I can play.
You gotta hear that Do It Like That too. That Do It Like That shit. Can we cut up on that?
I gotta catch up. Yeah, man.
That's super
man.
That's super dope. The line dancing is in now. That's like a whole era now in itself. What do you think about that? I know you got.
You want me to tell you something?
Into it,
I'm gonna tell you something.
Tell it.
It's a blessing because dancing is such a universal language. It's a blessing to actually see our people dancing again.
Yeah.
Right? Because we got so cool. You know, we had songs by Goody Mob, stuff like that came out like, people don't dance no more. All they do is this.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, words are powerful.
Yeah.
So it's like what started happening is we started getting too gangster to dance. We started getting too thugged out to dance. And it's crazy because when I was a kid growing up, you could be on a football team, whatever. You could be a street dude. You gonna do some of the new cool dances. Yes, because hip hop wasn't it didn't get so gangstered out yet.
Right.
But now that we went through such a gangster phase, and so like now, you in the club and it's about your Prada shoes, Louis Vuitton, look at me. I got the section, I got bottles. Right. And so now this takes all of that out the way. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I like to see, the camaraderie of just us in unison. You know what I'm saying? Moving together on the floor. It's a really big deal. And I think like this is gonna bleed over into like the love aspect of things too, because also from a foundational standpoint, like it's bringing the Black family back together indirectly, because now you can go to a field party and you got aunties, grandma, granddaddy out there with the moonshine, uncles out there, little kids, you got little Miss Shirley and them out there line dancing and everything, all the way to the Middle Ages. It's just it's universal. So it's like that's a big deal. We need it.
We did. And even if you don't know it, you got people come show us the dance. And now you got everybody together teaching the dance. And like
it's so crazy that he's saying that. A friend of mine just hit me up today asking me possibly could I host it's like a field thing in McCormick, South Carolina.
And it's only growing.
It's a whole family thing.
Yeah, it's only growing, man, for real. I'm about to go to New York. We're going to turn up in New York, man. We about to show them folks how to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah. Because it's crazy. I just moved back. I'm from South Carolina, from Orangeburg. But I've been living in Atlanta forever. But I just recently, August will be 2 years, I was staying at Jay-Z Projects in Marcy. Okay. And so I was up there with my cowboy sauce on and all that. And them folk was like, hold on, they was loving it. Now, for real. And guess what? Ugly face. Anytime ugly face is when it's wrong. That's when it's wrong, right? Listen, I'm staying in Marcy. So I would go working out in the park a lot, doing my pull-ups, dips, all of that. Right. So I would be walking through the buildings. They would have like these mini streets going through the projects, right? So you could go from building to building to building.
Right.
Yo, I promise you everything I love. You would hear Southern soul music in the project.
Yeah.
I walked up and I'm like, yo, what you know about Southern soul?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we play this, we love it. Because you know a lot of their ancestors and stuff from and their family from the South. So they tap in, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, bet, go to YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Pull up my song, blow my mind. Pull up trying to do right. Boom, boom, boom. And
I like that one too. Yeah,
appreciate it, man. Thank you,
I'm
man.
telling you, he got.
I appreciate it. I trying to do right here. He wouldn't be lying. All of my face. Don't want no fame. Love trying to take me for my change. What? So let me be fine. Woo! I know my weakness. Yeah. Not trying to say I got a whole lot. What I got, want to keep it. Look, my woman got to help me stack up a bag. I got business. Woo! My woman got to help me stay on task. I need riches. Woo! My woman got to keep her leg closed when I'm gone on business. Her loyalty mean everything. That's serious business. Yeah. I used to be a player. Yeah. Now I'm trying to do right. I got a good woman standing by my side. These women love me. Yeah. But I'm trying to do right. Yeah, I'm out the way since she came into my life. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Exclusive, right? You hear me?
So, man.
Listen, ain't nothing like it.
Ain't nothing like it. Hey, man, you still got it.
Appreciate it, bro.
And it's like nothing.
Appreciate
Nothing
it.
It's like water.
Hey, man, before you get out of here, before we let you get out of here, it's a new segment we want to start doing. You know, the podcast is called Formerly Known As.
Formerly known as.
So we like to ask our guests before they leave. Before you were an artist, before you was in the music game doing your thing, what is something that you were formerly known as, like before you were music?
Man, cutting hair.
Oh, yeah.
But see, the thing that's so unfair about that is because I really been doing this since a child.
Yeah.
My first time on stage, I was 7.
Oh.
So I've been like, it's not a time. I mean, I'm 5th grade. I'm like the first kid in my school system that owned my tenor saxophone. I had the tenor, the alto. I'm going to Columbia, South Carolina to USC to solo ensemble, winning superior medals. So I really did it from everywhere. So I took music theory, I danced, I sang in church. I did the whole night, played instruments, so yeah, I've been doing it my whole life. Yeah, I've been doing it it's not like I was doing something else for a while. And was like all the people went to school with me, though. I've been doing music my whole life. So it's like, really, I ain't known for like nothing else for real. So that's kind of unfair for me. I'm more like Michael Jackson. Like, think about it. Like, if you ask Michael Jackson that, he been doing this since Jackson 5. Exactly. So I'm one of them. It's like I've given it my whole life.
And you know what? You can tell.
No, you
think about the people we name. You can tell. You can tell, bro. There's levels to it, man.
Thank you, bro.
We want to thank you, brother.
I appreciate
making some time for us.
Appreciate y'all.
You've been rolling a long time, brother.
Yes.
Make sure what's all your socials, where they can follow you and find you on everything.
Tap in with me on Instagram at King Malachi 1. That's KINGMALACHI, the number 1. Go there for sure. Facebook, Curtis Boyd, King Malachi. That's CURTIS, A Boyd. Get at me ASAP. YouTube, King Malachi. Let's do it. And most definitely go everywhere on all the streaming platforms. Look for King Malachi and just stream all my music. Whatever you like. I got different genres. Whatever you like, tap in. Tap in. Let's get it. Let's get it.
We definitely appreciate it. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next episode. You already know it's formerly known as The Bandwagon. We'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Formerly known.